What room have you ever seen that has 3 chandeliers? And there are a few living rooms in New York City that could hold a 7-foot-long piano, but it just looks like a postage stamp in this space.
I'm Sara Gore and welcome to Open House NYC, everyone. We've got some ultra creative homes to tour this week, and I am bringing it all to you from this art-filled apartment on the Upper West Side, perched perfectly above Central Park. From the entry foyer, you step into this dramatic 35-foot great room. It includes the living and the dining areas with eastern and southern exposures. And I mean, look at these incredible views. The reservoir through the treetops, the skyline, and even in this bustling city, it's still pin drop quiet. The custom kitchen is filled with Italian cabinetry, and it's just tucked away right off the dining area for easy entertaining. There are 3 bedrooms, including a handsome primary suite with a walk-in closet and a luxurious bath. This recently renovated home combines uptown elegance with the feel of a cool downtown loft. We are starting things off just a few blocks south of here at one of the most iconic buildings in New York, the Dakota. We all know the name, right? For the first time ever, we've been invited inside this national landmark. And who better to show us around than friend to the show, Garrow Kedigian. Enjoy.
Hey Open House fans, New York City-based interior designer Garrow Kedigian here, and I want to welcome you to what might be the most iconic building in New York City, if not the world. Welcome to the Dakota! Back in 1880, when Edward Cabot Clark proposed to build the building, people told him that the building was so far north that he may as well have built it in North Dakota. So he called it the Dakota. This is the oldest as-built luxury residence building in New York City, and you'll know it the minute you walk in the front door that you've entered something absolutely amazing. And here, it really is the architecture that dictates the decorating. Originally, this was 2 spaces. The foreground was a little library. We removed the wall between the library and the living room to create this immense space. This is really a classic seating arrangement where you have back-to-back sofas. But the space is so large that I was able to even put a center table between the 2 sofas. At the Dakota, you get this wonderful, rich wood tone. So for the decorating, I wanted to contrast that, which is why I selected this brilliant blue fabric. And to continue the brilliance of this beautiful blue velvet, I actually did a high gloss ceiling because, as you guys know, I love my high gloss. The chandeliers we found in the Paris flea markets, and they're perfect. What room have you ever seen that has 3 chandeliers? And there are a few living rooms in New York City that could hold a 7-foot-long piano, but it just looks like a postage stamp in this space. Welcome to the dining room. The soaring ceilings and the architectural detail is what drove the design in this space. My first order of business was to find an organic wallpaper for the walls, but I still wanted to add a little pizzazz to the space, so high gloss ceiling. And what other apartment in New York City do you know that could hold a table like this? And just like the piano in the other room, it looks like a postage stamp in this space. There is no doubt that this apartment is perfectly calibrated for grand scale entertaining, so it needed a kitchen to support that. And when you have ceiling heights this high and cabinets that go all the way up, you must have a ladder. The island is the heart of the space, so I wanted to make sure that I had an intimate seating area with the stools on one side and a great, very practical workspace opposite. And of course, I had to put a modern light fixture over the island. I always like my bedrooms to be light and airy, and having a 14-foot ceiling definitely helps with that. But I wanted to add a little bit of warmth to the space, so I designed these dramatic curtains that are 12 feet tall. Aren't they amazing? I custom designed this bed with a high headboard and used this rich mohair velvet to embellish it. As an homage to the beautiful wood floors in this apartment, I designed the carpets to have a herringbone pattern. And of course, every bedroom needs a little bit of glitz and a little bit of glam. So this Murano chandelier, perfect! And because sometimes people think it's travesty to paint wood, I did paint this mantle only because I wanted to infuse a little bit of softness in the bedroom. As an interior designer, working on an iconic space such as this, you really feel like you're a kid in a candy shop. And I took every opportunity to infuse as much color, pattern, textures, and beautiful furniture pieces as I could. It turned out so well that I'm actually thinking it might be a challenge to top it on the next one.
Thanks for the tour, Garrow. God, that building has so much history. If those walls could talk, right? All right, coming up, sweet treats in LA at the home of author, baker, and food artist Amira Kasem. Welcome back, everyone. Now we're in the Hollywood Hills at the home of author, baker, and food artist Amira Kasem. She's best known for her whimsical rainbow-filled explosion cakes. You know, those showstoppers that release the cascade of sprinkles when you cut them open? I just love those. It's so fun. And as you'd expect, color is everywhere in her vibrant home. Take a look.
Hi, I'm Amira Kasem of Flower Shop and now also Hall Pass. Hall Pass is my latest creation. It is an ice cream shop located in Los Angeles. It's everything you loved as a child, but a little bit elevated. Today I'm gonna walk you guys through my house so you can get a little sense of where all the inspiration comes from for all of my creations. It is colors, rainbows, sprinkles, smiles, glitter, and anything fun. My favorite piece in the living room has to be this rug. Because the rug is so loud and colorful, I wanted to tone down and ground the space with my fireplace using a matchbook stone. And I just love how the natural white in it is giving me a little bit of a flame vibe. I also chose this table because you can see straight through to the rug, and I feel like that is my focal point here. I wanted to offset the white of the couch with these chairs here, and they're amazing because the lucite kind of ties in with letting me see the rug again. So I guess a lot of what was designed here was about the rug being able to be the focal point. This is my daughter Coco's room, and most of the pieces in here are from my Pottery Barn Kids collection for Flower Shop. So this rug I designed, the wallpaper, the bedding, everything is part of Flower Shop, and she wanted a 2-story house. I would call the bottom her bed and the top her cozy corner because she keeps anything soft and cuddly up here. I wanted my bedroom to feel a little bit more calm and still colorful, but maybe a little more jewel tone mixed with a little peach. Since I already was making the bed, of course, it's the shape of a rainbow, but still keeping it in just that warm, cozy green color. I wanted to bring in a little bit of the nature that I see outside, a little bit of green from the leaves, the textures of the rattan, warm everything up. Even these little guys kind of remind me of palm trees, I don't know. So this is where I spend all my time getting ready. When I designed this closet, I wanted it to be highly functional. So I wanted my bags to be enclosed. I have my, I guess it's a shoe wall, but I call it more of a sneaker wall because I mostly wear Vans. But my clothes I am obsessed with. I love sequins and sparkles so much, as you can see, that I put them inside my cakes. Let's go find one. Last but not least, one of my favorite rooms is the heart of the home, the kitchen. I designed this space to have people gathered around it at all times. This is my favorite piece. I feel like it's art in the home. It ties perfectly for my Barbie dream house. The lights in the kitchen are pink, and we'll just call this my room. Growing up in Mexico, I was obsessed with piñatas, so I created the rainbow explosion cake. Unlike every piñata, we have a surprise inside. Thanks for coming over to have some cake with me. I hope you had as much fun as I did, and I hope I inspired you to live every day like it's your birthday.
Well, as a baking enthusiast myself, I so loved all the inspiration that you have there in that sprinkle wallpaper. I think I need to put that in my daughter's room. So cute. All right, coming up next, how this architect designer transformed a classic Tribeca home. Welcome back, everyone. Now we're with architect and designer Krina Rogar at her client's penthouse in Tribeca, inside the iconic American Thread building. See how she transformed a former social club into an art-filled home perfect for modern entertaining. Take a look.
I am Krina Rogar. I'm an international architect based in New York. Welcome to my project in Tribeca. It is the penthouse of the American Thread building. The main idea behind the project was to transform this into a wonderful space where the clients could gather, entertain, and hold parties. I can't wait to show it to you. This is the entrance, it's the foyer of the apartment, and where you get a glimpse of the rest of the space. You come in and you will see my client, Claudia Bez's latest artworks, and then head into the rest of the apartment. So this is a space where you can dine, you can have a party, you can read a book, or enjoy a quiet morning in the weekend. As much as I love my interiors to be bold, I think it is important to care about functionality. This is why we created these window seats that will invite you to have a seat, have a drink, chat, and also give a glimpse out of the window. For the salon, we had to keep into account the historical existing elements like the ceiling, the columns, the fireplace, the wall panelings. All this becomes a layer, a context for what the furniture is going to be. The stackable tables are color-toned with this large artwork, and so is the Dreaming of Joe armchair that we designed customly for the room. These two chairs, Claudia's chairs, as we name them, are meant to invite to a dialogue between a couple. The Yele chair is a chair I designed inspired by Romanian mythology. The myth of Yele actually relates to supernatural beings that live at night, that party in the woods. I love this because my clients are always having parties in the space. Obviously, when we design a bedroom, I wanted to feel comfortable and cozy and the color to feel tranquil. But I also love to bring a narrative. So in this case, the throw on the bed has a print which is inspired by the poem How I Love Thee by Elizabeth Barnett. And the table itself, I sat in the yard, it's entitled Melancholy Table. The bed was carefully planned to offer the correct back support and also to float around the art pieces. Every time I come in here, I just love the juxtaposition between the materiality and the color scheme. Very soft, very muted, but interesting at the same time. This project is all about the incredible architecture of the American Thread building, the art collection of my clients, and the collectible design pieces I designed for the space. I'm glad you could take a look. See you on the next one.
Coming up, sustainable, healthy design in Brooklyn. We'll see you in just a few. Welcome back, everyone. Now we're in Clinton Hill, Brooklyn with Parsons professor and interior designer Sara Gore. She specializes in sustainable, non-toxic design. She transformed this modest 1890s townhouse, preserving its original vibe while creating a safe, stylish home. Take a look.
Hi, my name is Sara Gore. I'm founder of Salty Labs Design Collective and co-founder of Healthy Materials Lab at Parsons School of Design. We're here at our newest project in Clinton Hill, Brooklyn. Our work is about eliminating exposure to toxics in indoor environments. At Salty Labs, this is our design ethos. So there's several things going on in this project. One is to keep the cultural vibe of this 1899 townhouse. Another is to create a healthy and whimsical living environment for the young family who'll grow up here. And the third is to reduce or even eliminate negative impacts on the planet. So come with me, we'll take a look. You enter onto the parlor floor, and outside the vestibule, there's a front hall, living room, staircase, office nook, kitchen, and terrace. In the living room, we wanted to make everything as healthy and sustainable as possible. One way to do that is to use vintage items. This piano was in the home when the owners purchased the home. The rug here is an antique Moroccan Berber rug. The mantle and the hearth are both vintage. These shelves are actually a piece of old Brooklyn history. They're antique hemlock, which come from big beams from the Domino Sugar Factory. For the furnishings, we choose natural fibers. Linen on the sofa, wool on the chair and stool, all unfinished, no added stain repellents, no added flame retardants. So these are healthy, and they look nice too. This staircase is emblematic of our ethos. We preserved the original staircase. This is a brand new wall that was CNC'd into this shape that we drew. And this half wall is made by reusing the studs from the original walls of the home. So you see that we've preserved, we've innovated with new technology, and we reused so that we don't send anything to landfill. A healthy kitchen for a young family is not only about healthy food, it's about a healthy environment. So for the countertop, it's maple with a little bit of wax. For the cabinets, it's formaldehyde-free plywood finished with linseed oil paint. Pressed flaxseed makes linseed oil. For the backsplash, these are handmade ceramic tiles with lead-free glazes. The countertop is untreated limestone, and the walls and ceiling are lime plaster, which absorb toxics from the air, absorb odors from the air, and allow the room to breathe. So the homeowners moved here from California and wanted indoor-outdoor living. So we continued the floor from the inside to the outside so the kitchen and garden feel as one room. We wanted to accomplish a lot with this project. We wanted to celebrate the 1899 Brooklyn townhouse, the culture and the vibe. We wanted to provide a healthy and delightful environment for a young family. And we wanted to show how we could dramatically reduce negative impacts on the planet and on climate change with design and construction. Thanks for taking a look.
Coming up just after the break, we are at home with the co-host of On Brand with Jimmy Fallon, Bozoma St. John. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone. Now we're with entertainment executive, Bravo star, and now co-host of On Brand with Jimmy Fallon, Bozoma St. John. She shows us around her Hancock Park home, which she designed as a reflection of her personal style. And let me tell you, I do love her personal style. See why.
Hi, I'm Bozoma St. John. I am a marketer, a businesswoman, an author, and a general badass. And I'd love to welcome you to my home. Everything in my home is chosen intentionally by me. So there's lots of wallpaper, lots of patterns. Now, I love a floral print. I also like this detail called flock. So it gives it a three-dimensional type of feel. Here's a secret, many people don't see this often. There's a word hidden in the wallpaper, love. And I decided to panel the walls so that when people enter my house, they feel love and beauty and color. And why not have a big gilded mirror so you can see yourself too? Oh, and throw in a beautiful chandelier, because who doesn't love light? And it kind of feels like the sun is shining down on this bouquet of a living room. Welcome to my office. There's so many elements in here that truly speak to me as a working woman. First, the wallpaper. This wallpaper is significant because it features Black women. And I love a powerful Black woman, but I also love hair, clearly. So as you can see, the pattern is incorporating beautiful hairstyles. It's also soft to the touch. Everything in my office has significance, and there's probably nothing more significant than this letter that my daughter wrote me a few years ago. She was little and just expressed her appreciation of me. And so I keep it here to remind me that the work I do is not just for me, but for her too. Now, little known secret, I was a track athlete when I was in high school and college, and these were my spikes that FloJo herself signed when I won the gold medal at one of my meets, and it is a prized possession. It always reminds me to keep achieving and to go fast. The bright lights of television, whoo, baby, they catch every single thing. And so I need to make sure that the face is beat, hair is set. So that's why I have all of these looks, so many wigs. I don't even want to tell you how many I have. This is just a small portion of them, the ones that are already styled to wear. Now, as in many other rooms in my home, I love to have additional seating spaces. It always adds a nice touch for people to have a place to sit and to enjoy the space while I'm getting myself together. And now, off to my bedroom. Voila, here you are, the cherry on top. My personal sanctuary, the place that feels like a little slice of heaven. And I decided to wallpaper the ceiling because I want to look up and see the cherubs who are frolicking in florals. And it's a soft color, but also puts in a little bit of that gold texture that I like. It gives a little dimension to the ceiling. Now, I know my bedroom is interesting, but I know what you really want to see. You want to see my closet. So come on, I'll show you. I love my closet. It is where I come to play. The clothes in my closet are so important to me, and some of them have special significance because of where I wore them. Like this piece here that I wore to the Oscars, I think probably 4 or 5 years ago. But look at how much color is in it. And it shimmers and shines. I just love it. Draped, can you imagine? Now, no girl's closet would be complete without some shoes, okay? Now, here's the thing. I'm either in a stiletto or some Jordans. Those are my only 2 gears. I love a little bling, even on a sneaker, so come on now. These are designed by Tiana Taylor. We love her. And why not also get some bling on a stiletto? I mean, I love these. They make me feel like a rock star when I wear those. Thank you so much for coming to visit me in my fabulous home, and I will see you soon.
Give this video a thumbs up and let us know which of these gorgeous homes featured in this episode was your favorite. So many to choose from. Which will you pick?